Hello my dear students, this is Sanjay sir from Mathswell YouTube channel. Today we are discussing about the topic from the standard 8, that is of algebraic expression. So we have the multiplication of monomial by a polynomial. What we have here, the multiplication of monomial by a polynomial means what? So you are given a monomial, the first is a monomial and next one will be a it may be binomial, it may be trinomial, or it may be the expression with the terms more than one. Clear? So that is called the polynomial. So here we are going to see the multiplication of monomial by a polynomial. That polynomial may be binomial, may be trinomial, and so on. Okay, let's see the examples. So here we have the multiplication of monomial by a binomial. Let's see the example here. Multiplication of 3x with 5y plus 2. So which one is a monomial here? 3x is a monomial and it is multiplied to a binomial 5y plus 2. So multiplication of monomial with binomial is nothing but, so how to get the multiplication of this monomial with binomial? It is just like a distributive law, that whenever a number or an term is multiplied to the sum of two terms, then we need to multiply that single term with both of the two terms inside the bracket. Just like here we multiply the monomial 3x with the two terms, that is the two terms of the binomial, that is 5y and 2. That is we have 3x into 5y plus this sign, whatever the sign within the binomial we have, it will remain as it is here, and then multiply this 3x with 2. So we have 3x into 5y plus 3x into 2. So how much is 3x into 5y? Again it is the example of multiplication of monomials. 3x and 5y, these are the two monomials. So what we do in this case, first we take the multiplication of coefficient and then the multiplication of the variables. Clear? So here we have 3 into 5 and x and y are taken only once, so they will remain as it is. So how much is 3 into 5? It is 15 and x and y will remain as they are. So it is 15xy plus, now the multiplication of 3x with 2. So x is the only variable here. Take the multiplication of the coefficient part, that is 3 into 2, and keep x as it is. So we have 3x into 2 will be 3 into 2 and x into x, that is 3 to the 6x. So in this way we have the the multiplication of monomial by a binomial. So multiplication of monomial with binomial will give us which type of expression? How many number of terms are here? There are two terms. So what we call it as? We call it as a binomial. Means we can say when we multiply a monomial by a binomial, the multiplication will be a binomial. Is that clear? Yes. Let's move ahead. Let's see one more example. What we have here, it is the multiplication of 5xy with y square plus 3. Clear? 5xy is multiplied to y square plus 3. Here 5xy is a monomial and y square plus 3 is a binomial. So again apply the same rule, apply that distributive law, multiply this monomial to each of these two terms of binomial. So what it gives us? 5xy into y square will gives us 5xy into y square plus this 5xy is also multiplied to 3, that is 5xy into 3. So taken this multiplication, first bracket, it is again the multiplication of two monomials. So kept the constant term as it is, 5 as it is, then x is taken only once, will remain as it is, and then y is multiplied to y square. So how much is y into y square? Y into y square means we need to take the powers, the sum of the powers. Y means the power of y is 1 and y square means the power of y is 2. So taken the sum of these powers y and 1 and 2, that is 1 plus 2 will become 3. So hence we have the product as y cube. Okay, so we have 5xy cube plus what is the product of pi xy into 3? So pi xy into 3 is again the product or the multiplication of two monomials. So here the pi and 3 are constant, taken the multiplication will become 15, and then x and y are the two variables taken only once. So there is no other term of x or y, so we need to keep them as they are. So hence I have the multiplication of this second example, that is the multiplication of 5xy with y square plus 3 is equal to 5xy cube plus 15xy. So hence I can say the multiplication of a monomial with binomial will be again a binomial only. Clear? So this is the example of a multiplication of monomial by a binomial. Okay. Now let's see multiplication of monomial by a trinomial. What this gives us, let's see. Consider one example. So here is the example given as 3p is multiplied to 4p square plus 5p plus 7. So as we have seen in the earlier case, again we apply the distributive law. That is, we need to multiply this 3p with each term of this trinomial. Means what? 3p is multiplied to 4p square, 3p is multiplied to 5p, and that 3p is multiplied to 7. So multiplication of this will give us, what this gives us? 3p into 4p square will give us 3 into 4, that is 12. P is how much? It is, here is p, here is p square. So take the addition of the powers, 1 plus 2, it becomes 3. So hence it is 12p cube plus 3p into 5p. How much is 3p into 5p? Again take the product of 3 and 5 and the product of p and p. That is, p is taken 2 times. We can add the powers of p. Both are, the powers are 1. So 1 plus 1 will become 2. Plus 3p into 7. So 3 7s are 21 and p remain as it is. So in this way we have the multiplication of monomial by a binomial and multiplication of monomial by a trinomial. So we have the answer for this second example as 12p cube plus 15p square plus 21p. So what you observe here, where we are taken the multiplication of monomial by a trinomial. What is the product here we are having? How much number of terms are there in the multiplication? We are having again 3 terms in the multiplication. An algebraic expression with 3 terms. What it is called? It is called again a trinomial. So what we can say, the multiplication of monomial by a trinomial will be again a trinomial. Clear? So hence we can say here by observation that by using distributive law we are able to carry out the multiplication term by term. That is, we need to multiply monomial with monomial again by applying this distributive law. Hope everyone clear how to take the monomial, multiplication of monomial by a polynomial. It means multiplication of monomial by a monomial, multiplication of monomial by a trinomial, and so on. In this way you can multiply any monomial with a polynomial with any degree, means any number of terms will be there, right? It may be binomial, trinomial, quadrinomial, or n number of terms. If it is there, we can multiply that monomial to each term of that polynomial. That's all. I am just applying the laws of exponent and simplify, you can get that multiplication. Clear? Now let's have some more example. So here we can have the question like this: add. Here it is the addition of the multiplication of monomial by a trinomial. You can just see the example here. Okay, just we will see these two examples and then we will stop. So 4y is multiplied to 3y square plus 5y minus 7, and then it is added to the multiplication of this 2 with this trinomial, that is y cube minus 4y square plus 5. Clear? So First, what we need to do, we need to multiply this 4y with these three terms of trinomial, then multiply this 2 to these three trinomials and then just add them. It is same as the multiplication of monomial by a trinomial. So just solve it, will gives us 4y into 3y square plus 5y minus 7 is equal to. So apply distributive law, multiply this 4y to each of these three terms. That is 4y into 3y square plus 4y into 5y plus 4y into minus 7. So this multiplication will gives us 4 3s are 12, y into y square is y cube. Then second term will be 4 into 5 20, y into y is y square, so this 20y square. And the third term will be 4 into minus 7 will be minus 28, and y is taken only once, so it will remain as it is. Hence the multiplication of this first multiplication of monomial with trinomial will gives us 12y cube plus 20y square minus 20y. Okay, then we have the second expression. 2 is multiplied to these three terms again by using distributive law. So 2 is multiplied to each of these three terms. So what this gives us? 2 into y cube, 2 into minus 4y square, 2 into 5. That is 2 into y cube is 2y cube, 2 into minus 4y square will become 2 into minus 4 minus 8, and y square remain as it is, plus 2 into 5 is 10. So in this way the second expression we will have is 2y cube minus 8y square plus 10. And then now we can add the two expressions we have here. So as we have seen how to add and subtract the polynomial, we can apply the same rule here. So here we have 12y cube, the first expression is 12y cube plus 20y square minus 28y, and the second expression we have is 2y cube minus 8y square plus 10. So here again we need to arrange the terms, note down the like terms one below the other, and the unlike terms should be written separately. And then adding the like terms. So here 12 plus 2 will become 14, y cube remain as it is, 20y square minus 8y square we are taking addition, so no need to change the sign. So 20 minus 8 will be 12, and this y square will remain as it is. This 28y remain as it is because it is only once, so it will remain as it is, and 10 constant term is also only once, so no need to add anywhere, so it will remain as it is. So in this way we have the addition as 14y cube plus 12y square minus 28y plus the constant term 10. In this way we can add the two expressions in which each is the multiplication of monomial with trinomial. Hope everyone got this. We have one more example of this type of the subtraction. How it will be obtained? Just see. Here it is the subtraction. The question is like this: subtract 3pq times p minus q. That is the multiplication of this monomial 3pq by a binomial p minus q. Subtract this from, again an expression is 2pq into p plus q, means again it is the multiplication of monomial by binomial. So let's find these two terms and then take the subtraction. So how it will be? Let's see. 3pq into p minus q, multiplication of monomial by binomial. 3pq is multiplied to p, it will gives us, so p comes two times, so it will p into p will become p square, and 3 and q taken only once will remain as they are, that are 3p square q minus, again 3pq is multiplied to q, so only q will become square, remaining 3 and p remain as they are, that is 3pq square. Clear? This is the multiplication of this first expression, that is multiplication of monomial with binomial p minus q. Similarly, the second expression we have 2pq is multiplied to p plus q. Again apply distributive law, multiply this 2pq with these two p and q separately, will gives us the multiplication as 2p square q plus 2pq square. And then we need to subtract them. We need to subtract this first expression from the second one. So first we need to write this second expression 2p square q plus 2pq square, and then subtract this first expression from this, that is just return the like terms together. 3p square q return just below to p square q term, and then pq square term return just below to the same one, that is pq square. So 3p square q minus 3pq square. So here we are taking the difference. So whenever we take the difference of the expressions, we need to change the sign of each term of the expression, which is to be subtracted. So we are subtracting this, means we need to subtract the sign of, we need to change the sign of this term, these two terms, which are the written just below to the terms of the first expression. So this become minus 3p square q, and this minus 3p square will become plus 3pq square. And while taking the subtraction, we need to use only the new sign we obtain after changing the sign. Means the first expression will be, first time the difference will be taken as 2p square q minus 3p square q. So they are the like terms, so p square q remain as it is, just we need to take the difference of 2 and 3. So how much is 2 minus 3? It will be minus 1. So whenever there is minus 1 is multiple, we need to write only minus sign. It is sufficient to write only minus sign there. Similarly, here we have 2p q square and then plus 3pq square. So here the sign changes to plus, so that we need to add these two, not subtraction. Okay, so 2pq square plus 3pq square. So pq square remain as it is, we need to add the coefficient 3 and 2. So this 2 plus 3 becomes 5. So in this way we have the difference, we have the subtraction of the given two expression as minus p square q plus 5pq square. So in this way we have the difference of the two expressions, and each expression is the multiplication of monomial with binomial. So students, in this way we can take the multiplication as well as the difference of expressions. So what we have seen in this video today, we have seen, just go back, what we have seen here, we can see we have seen how to take the multiplication of monomial with monomial, and we have seen how to take the multiplication of monomial with binomial and then trinomial, or we can say the multiplication of three monomials, multiplication of two monomials together. So as we have seen, multiplication of two monomials together is same as finding the area of a rectangle, and multiplication of three monomials together is nothing but the volume of cuboid or a rectangular box. This we have seen. Along with this, we have solved some example on the same concept to find the area of rectangle and to find the volume of the cuboid, that we have seen today. After that, we have seen the multiplication of monomials as multiplication of monomial with binomial or monomial with trinomial, and also we have seen how to take the addition and subtraction of such multiplications. So in this video we have seen this much. So this is sufficient for today. Just try to solve more example of this type from the textbooks. Same type. Thank you everyone for the watching video. See you in the next video. Thank you very much.